And that is why in Nigeria, we need a man of conscience who is experienced, who might even be from the old cadre, but has made up his mind that he wants a new Nigeria. If you're expecting a younger person to come in the midst of these sharks, they will swallow him up. And I'm telling you, an Obama can come to Nigeria and will not win election. Not because people will not vote for him, but they will steal it from him. So what we have now in Nigeria is that we have a system that needs to be fought, that needs to be taken out.
Can you trust the people we are seeing in that video? That the new wave of Nigerian politicians that are going to cause change? Because if some people have said Nigerians rejected PDP.
Yes.
You are saying Nigerians no longer like APC, but these are a combination of the two parties.
Okay, now let's look at it this way. Assuming an article comes into power, assuming, and takes us back to the Obasanjo years, he would have been a hero. He would have paid up all our debts. He would not acquire new debts. He would have made sure there's no security problem all around Nigeria. He was the vice president. I'm just using him as an example because he's the only person that has been in the presidency from 1999. Assuming he can even take us, because it is the terribleness of the successive government that keeps beatifying the predecessors. I never knew any government would be worse than Buhari's government. I must be very honest with you.
Are you saying that the Tinubu government is
the worst in the history of this country?
Is that fair to say?
How would
Based on the policy direction of this government?
How would I define a president that from the first day in office, when even there is a law that says fuel subsidy will go by June 30th, and the first thing you were able to say, fuel subsidy gone. And on top of it, you floated the naira. Who told you?
Is it a bad thing to do? Flotation of the naira?
Let me tell you.
Isn't that what a lot of the economists were?
It's a terrible thing to do. Let me tell you why. And I'm an economist. The only thing that will sustain your naira is a strong industrial base and a steady export market. What is sustaining your naira vis-a-vis foreign currency is not your ability to print more naira. It's your ability to export more products.
Even when your naira is totally dependent on foreign consumption.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you producing?
That is why you cannot float it. What you should do is to make policies and implement policies that will sustain naira. How do you do it? You must endeavor to put in policies that will stop and minimize your import, so that your export will be higher, so that the demand for naira will be higher than the demand for
So it was a bad decision as far as
very terrible.
But let me ask you quickly, sir.
And the policies they are implementing, they're increasing importation more.
Now?
They just liberalize your importing rice again, importing this, and that is why the people that are producing locally are folding up and suffering.
Let's come to this and quickly. There are those who believe that Tinubu will have an easy work to victory in 2027. That in fact, his 33% victory margin will be doubled in 2027.
Yes.
Are you worried about that?
That's why I told you that it's braggadocio. Mere bragging.
So
where is the vote coming from?
You think it cannot happen?
Nigerians would rather not go and vote at all.
Their party controls more than half of the state of the federation.
More people endorsed Goodluck Jonathan.
So that could be a template.
For 2015 election.
Are you
endorsing Tinubu?
Are you aware that? Are you aware that there are those who are saying that the chairmanship, the pro tem chairman is a southern man? It means that there's a likelihood that the new coalition presidential candidate might come from the north.
I have said it clearly. Nobody is going to stop anybody from contesting for the presidential ticket in the coalition. Nobody.
So an El-Rufai can be a candidate?
If he wants to.
Can be a candidate?
Yes. Even
when there is a Buhari of 8 years, Bola Tinubu of 4 years?
And that is
Would that be a balance in the minds of Nigerians?
No. let's come. That is why I am going to support, after this time around, 1 term for any executive position, 1 term of 6 years. Because these 2 terms bring us into confusion when somebody had taken 1 term. Why? Politicians have shown that it's very difficult to trust, even when the person promises 1 term. So if somebody had taken a term from the South, and it is in middle of the game, and the person is not performing like Tinubu, you're going to get into a problem. If you get another Southerner, he's going to be there for 8 years. The North will say, no, this is injustice.
All right.
Nobody will allow Tinubu to continue.
Let's close quickly. And just in less than 60 seconds.
So the best is to throw it open. When the best comes in, every other person will support the best. And the person will promise to do 4 years.
You told me in an interview that Atiku and Peter Obi are none of your option.
And Tinubu. That was my opinion. That was my personal opinion.
In the coalition, it does look like you might be back to a man who believe that you betrayed him, that you are like a Judas.
Well, you know, I will allow Obi to be entitled to his own opinion. In our religion, you don't fight for God. Since he made an insinuation that Jesus had 12 and 1 turned against him, that means he's even claiming now he's the Jesus in the analogy. So he made an insinuation of betrayal.
Peter Obi?
No. How can you betray somebody you're not working for?
He didn't pay you money throughout all the time?
I didn't ask for any.
He didn't give you a house?
I did not ask for any.
Did you get a house?
I did not ask for any.
Did you get?
I couldn't have gotten.
Did you get money?
I did not ask for any.
So how did you betray him?
No, he should tell me.
Were you walking behind him, against him?
When I worked for him, I never consulted any politician. And I'm making a public statement. I never talked with any political party.
So you were 100% loyal to him?
100%.
So why does he think that you are disloyal?
When I left, I told the whole world. And your program was even one of those programs that I used to tell the whole world. I said, from now onwards, I am not going to speak for this person again. They don't understand what betrayal means. But again, anybody who is writing or saying anything about me is a reflection of who that person is, not a reflection of who I am.
All right.
For I know who I am. I am Kenneth Okonkwo. My name responds only to the service to the Nigerian people and not to the slander of the Nigerian braggarts.
Kenneth Okonkwo,
yes.
Thank you so much indeed.
God
This time
bless
around, there is nothing is looming, right?
No, nothing is looming.
Thank you so much, Kenneth Okonkwo.